Vikings' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Saints on Monday Night Prime Time.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be... Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moreland. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback, 62 yards. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Powell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Powell. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Vikings sit 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Moreland. And he's got his man in stride, complete. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Powell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Operating from the gun, Powell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Powell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 54 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Moreland. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moreland, incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw over the middle, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. One back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Moreland. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Moreland. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moreland. On the out route, he's got Burks. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on 1st down. Powell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now across midfield, down to 45. On 1st down, Powell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Back to throw. Powell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
On first and 10, Powell. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. To throw on second down. Powell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down. Powell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Looking to throw. Powell. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Throwing again. Powell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Powell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, Powell. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Here's Hardman to return.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 30. Solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moreland,
the toss here completed to Pittman. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Moreland caught right side. Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down. Back to throw. Moreland. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moreland. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the the gun on 3rd down. Moreland. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Vikings extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Moreland. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down. Moreland. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on to blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, Moreland.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Moreland. His throw incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. The 30. 10. 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the